That's a tough game to watch right there, but we'll see if it gets sharpened up in the meantime. Right now, looks like a little resistance going to be put together. Very long range for Freak, and he instantly disrupts the game plan with utility. I think that was Levy ready with the molly towards Z, but couldn't quite get it off because of those headshots looking severe. That Turtle able to rotate on him, but there's a lot of damage done. There's already a flank coming up as well, so trying to now get entrenched in this site is going to be the next task here for this T side. Getting active right now on the post plants and getting flanked up is not going to do Levy any favors. Just going to be Joe to left standing, and that's a very successful retake there from an early defense out of Freak. That seems to be the vision here for DSG, is a lot more emphasis on the firepower here as opposed to any sort of utility that could help facilitate this aggression. Two players that dropped AKs or given Deagles, but that's a tough loss early on. That's one of the guns dropped to the floor with minimal damage done on the Zoc. I want to contain this space. Turtle just getting information. Still has utility to slow this play down. I'm just going to throw that down while he has the chance.
So a really good time for him to deploy it. Flashbang, trying to set up these players through the smoke, but Turtle's just going to slide in, and I think he'll be unaffected by this flash. This was very similar to how Bounty Hunters elect to take their T sides very slow, and then they pop through both Pop Dog and A main. Flashbang over the top. Levi hits a banger onto Mayan. It's a 3v3. Zoc in the back lines could be disruptive if Kaiser's not the answer. In fact, every single player from Bounty Hunters chimes in with a kill. Speaking of utility, there are a couple of incendiaries. There are no smokes to block DSG for the rest of this round. So Bounty Hunters are going to be operating a little bit in the dark. In goes the incendiary. But again, another piece of key util wasted. And check out this lurker Ivy.
There we go, getting some traction on into this attack. SHZ gets a kill and a nice frag from Barton as well. Quick out of pop for access into the site now. They're left outside looking in with an AWP still in the mix. I don't know how much more committed they're going to be, especially when you see Freak falling way back. This op's going to have a tougher time in escaping this round.
Kaiser hiding literally in plain sight. As you say, the relocation to get away is going to be quite troublesome. Oh my goodness me. He's now heard that AWP scope, Kaiser, so maybe he can just get his knife out and run away. Nope. He takes the kill at SHZ. Now he starts to make his escape. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think that Levi wants to tussle with him either, lose his op, so managed to get an extra kill, get out of dodge with safety. No big deal in that department, able to save a couple of weapons. Bit of a team knife for Kaiser, that's a bit unfortunate.
That's a great way to set up that A main utility. I haven't seen that before. Man! Oh my gosh. Haven't got time to gush about the utility when the players are just heaving it towards this A bomb site. Kaiser gets a moment to breathe, but check out Urbano. Mayan has been caught off guard not once but twice in this round. And yet again, DSG are completely scaling on towards this A bomb site. Whilst Freak gets one, the trade is immediate. Zoc is able to answer back on Jota, but it's the util that is DSG's best friend. Kaiser now just has to go lurk in the shadows of the AWP.
Surprise there. I think Jota himself entrenched in avoiding a lot of that HE damage, just completely ignores it. Now Kaiser left on another save. Bit in question right now with SHZ turning his way in his direction. Good kill from Kaiser to save that up safely and move on to the next, but DSG getting some ground here immediately on this T side's a great sign considering how dominant they're.
Need to see some just adaptation here from Bounty Hunters. Maybe press a little bit in towards upper B. Maybe fight for pop a little bit earlier. Because right now they're playing very reactive Counter-Strike. They're just sort of util dumping, which is associated obviously with a team that hasn't been playing train all that much. This time Kaiser wants to go aggressive. Levi holding and securing.
More flashes to follow it up. That USP fully blinded. Maybe too many options here. Could be a little overwhelming. They finally commit with confidence around the corner. And with the amount of AK spamming downrange, you think eventually those USPs fall? Will be the case. Freak hoping that he gets a little opportunity to get wrapped up here. Instead, going to peek right into the AWP.
Oh,
And, well,
nice shot.
another player falls. Levi a little bit stuck in the corner right now, trying to...
Oh, Barton's watching it. Never mind. This is why he's a pro. And I'm just sat behind the mic. Because I wouldn't have expected a main on this fast time in.
Fair enough. Able to keep his attention turned, head on a swivel. Always watching something there. Still loses out the duel. Ready or not. He's going to grab himself a little AK. Try and survive this round. Right into the op he goes. Levi never left. Great setup there. Able to finally capture a opening pick as well. Got a little bit of motion out of Barton towards the upper side here. Some extra rotates coming through as well. Great kill from Sock. Swinging with confidence. Trying to ensure his safety. He's got to duck out, but Barton does create some space on towards his B side. Kaiser in the danger zone walking up oil, but might be able to surprise him still, even despite that fact here. So Kaiser keeping that site safe for now. And Sock also on the aggro. Gotta be careful here as SHC ready and instantly dismisses Sock's aggression. So 2v2 with the CT side completely spread out.
As SHZ takes space in back lines, it's wild that they've just swapped places here. No kit, one flashbang, and as we say, that grouping together is coming through. Mayan has just reached the mouth of lower B. Kaiser now just ascends from upper. They don't see anything, and now they hear the faint bomb ticks. They know that they've completely gone the wrong way. And DSG is set up for success. It's a fake out on the plant. It's a swing out of Jota. And do you know what? They've done a really good job in getting these kills. Unfortunately, no time. So DSG will still win it by the virtue of the clock.
Man, just so close to being able to complete that, but enough time being fought right there. And when things go wrong, you know, Barton, the bailout player right there in that last round, lost out on a couple of picks towards A. Well, you have access towards B now because of his influence. Smoke spam. Oh, looks so close, but avoided. Just a bit of chip damage done to this T side.
Mate, Jota's just already out.
Oh,
this is gonna... You probably anticipate it now. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But... like, he was sat there for like 10 seconds. Urbano is just going to re-clear, following the footsteps of where Jota stood only a few moments ago. Double mollies in towards the backside. That starts burning Mayan and gives Urbano an audio cue. Bartan now flashed out of pop. Turtle's low HP at the back of the site, and Zoc's already been removed as his support network. Now, how about this play from Pop? Because you know about Freak, you might not know about Kaiser, even though his name lit up in the feed. Turtle's done for. Surely he's dead in a matter of moments, and he is.
Absolutely no way out of that. All of their base is covered right now. Expectation for motion through Pop going to be denied with that molly, and on train right now, and they've been able to make that happen multiple times, finding interest through that position. So really impressed with the setup right now. There's a reason DSG come in to this matchup, despite the improvements that Bounty Hunters have been able to put together on this map.
It's clearing out these close angles, but now the smoke has dissipated, and you're silent on the descent. You're absolutely clearing this angle. He does go into the MP9, Turtle's only getting one.
A great effective trade right there. 1 for 1. Good damage on the Sock as well. Going to kind of keep him out of the mix right now. Boosting over the smoke's a good idea, but it gets punished so quickly. Not enough health to tank through any sort of fight. And a nice headshot from Kaiser. Elevated angle. Gets 3 kills in unison right now for Myron and Kaiser. And Barton left into a clutch. One player low on HP, but they're taking this contact game perfectly. Myron selling the distraction while Kaiser moves on in. 2 apiece for a cohesive retake right there.
Good news is that Kaiser is here, and he's ready to be here with Freak. Bad news is that this lurk smoke is pretty horrible to try and contend with, but Kaiser is full blind and is still finding kills anyway. There's that lurk smoke coming into fruition. Barton the bailout once more. 3v3 bomb down.
Oh, he's looking for more. Oh my god, Flux Sock out of the server as well. They do scale quickly though. Before they can plant their feet, they're already up in your face. And Levi left last man standing, getting wrapped up by Turtle slowly, but surely gonna get this kill completed. Almost a team flash right there. Almost turned his attention away, but all good. Just a distraction served up by Freak for the kill to be confirmed by Turtle. And a bomb plan to come through, despite the...
Yeah, Zok was good on CT nuke, T-side nuke. He didn't get a kill.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
And that was in the first half as well, so that was 12 rounds of play. Nice shot from Urbano. Oh, it's Mayan again. And now I've brought it up, it's going to happen every time. Sorry, mate. It's just luck of the draw. Has this round got any legs to it? I don't think so. Like, surely not in the 3v3. He has got an AK, and he has got Kevlar, and Turtle's left A.
I don't know whether they're looking so jumpy right now. Maybe they just put their faith in Kaiser. Makes a little more sense. Steps in for a big kill. And effectively covering both bases. Gonna have to constantly risk peeking into this AWP here. There's both players spotted out. Should be rotating quickly now off the back of that. Molly's fade on in. Urbano gotta be careful. This is a smart move here. The only plant they can get away with, and Turtle didn't register in his vision that player, but still able to track it. Eventually, Urbano falls. So the wall of smoke still going to be a concern, but Barton, one hell of a task ahead of him. 1v3. Fades away. He's now put under pressure and spotted, which makes things even worse here. Looking to chase him down, swing him together. Freak will be the one to complete the mission right there. Team a lot of information right now.
I want to cut you off, right? They're doing the strat that they do every round. I've seen them do it. They've got 100%
Oh my god.
This is attempt 7.
This is what they did yesterday.
Yeah, this is attempt 7.
Oh wow.
The molly will go back side.
Is this finally going to be where it's disrupted? Maybe they've seen the strat at this point. They've been running it so much, and finally you bring it up. It might just come crumbling down at this point. SHZ looking to keep them at bay here. Too much distance to overcome. There's still a molly in play now. And reposition from SHZ. Looking like it could be the gut punch. There's just no safety onto this A side. Finally having to jump away from the crosshairs, but you have to get the bomb. It's down.
Yeah, so it's on Urbano's feet. And well, everyone's smelling feet right now for bounty hunters. They're all hitting the deck one by one. Kaiser, 11 HP. He's 15 and 4. Bless him, his death didn't reset because he DC'd in half time. He's about to be 15 and 5. His poor HLTV stats. Just die before time. Please die before time. They are actively trying to make it so he dies after time. He will finally get his wish.
Leads with that smoke and then jumps over the op if it's available. This time, different setup here. That's a bold jiggle from Barton, and now put on attention here. They're already scaling through the lower side. Barton keeping them contained here, but there's way too many targets for Levi to handle, and same is true for Barton. That is strengths in numbers. The rest of the rotates getting involved here, but this is much better positioning as they continue to take the fights by force. Bounty Hunters overwhelming the defense right there.
And then Bounty Hunters just say, all right, Freak, go kill. He says, okay, no worries. Hits 2 headshots immediately.
Now it just gets the easy street right now for this opening duel. Mollies don't quite work out well, but there's multiple of them. Turtle with his knife out right now, charging headfirst into the scout. Looking to play cutoff right now. Rolling on up on the flank here as he pushes past the smoke, and he lines them up. Oh my god. Nothing saving onto right now. 4K from Turtle on for the ace. Low health, not going to do him any favors, and Barton able to evade his crosshair for now. Should be a cutoff there from Iron. It is in the end for Bounty Hunters to get 2 in a row, shatter that CT side economy, and leave them wounded. Everything sorted and situated. See what they have planned here. Going back to a bit of a more pacey play right now. Great flashbang coming through there, and the trade's even better. 2 for 2 though, as Levi ensures that they walk out positive. End up winning that trade battle there. Levi, another kill coming through out of his A1S. Stationary, like a turret, looking for the finishing blow that Kaiser can't quite offer up just yet. He gets spotted out here and eventually tracked. It's actually Barton that claims it in the end. An underutilized part of the map right there that they're trying to get away with right now. So yeah, they're able to take this contact. Stock under pressure, but Kaiser will be able to pick off the first. Trying to collapse this defense right now. Some challenges in doing so, but it peeks right into the hands of Zoc. Urbano can't threaten his aggression, but the utility dump working wonders. And Bart now reinforcing this site. Another kill out of Kaiser though, and now last player spotted. Tough fight ahead here as Kaiser can't quite spot him on the fadeaway here. Instead, it's still up to Zoc for this information gathering. Staying elusive. 10 seconds left now. They got to get on the bomb plant or win through elimination. They'll choose the latter.
Sure, like some of these rounds been a little bit gung-ho, where it's just you swing in towards A main. This time Kaiser wants to get aggro, sure he gets punished, but I really do feel like they've been really systematic all over the map. Here's that SHZ trade, and sure, Turtle's brought low, but now the pressure is yet again on Ivy, and we've not seen this pocket play once out of Bounty Hunters outside of that pistol. Freak follows through, lineup is great for Jota. Maybe this game is not over just yet.
2v3 action here. Still in the picture to try and recover this one, but difficulties tracking down Jota, still trapped in the corner. He baits out the shot there, so effective. Showing a little shoulder. Smoke goes down, smoke spam. Sent back and forth, catches Zoc as he flies up the ladder, but it's not a kill confirmed, just damage done. Amplifying the difficulty here. And Freak never able to leave that corner. Zoc now left last man standing. Makes a push past the smoke. Looking to wrap this one up with a bit of a flank backs turn. 1 in a second follows up. Zoc with the finisher. And they close it out. Oh my god.
Just a little bit of a fake out with the top hut molly. They are rushing to wrap Heaven. And this was something that they did a lot in the last best of 3. They were really prioritizing Heaven. And Urbano and Jota saying no.
Did sneak someone down the vent though. And Freak's also creating some chaos on that A side. Things get a bit interesting right now as the pump's planted lower. Losing out on numbers here now, but Iron cuts off one of the cross, and Turtle makes a good escape. So throws it into the picture right now. Chance to try and pull things through here. And another quick headshot out of Turtle necessary. They're going to join up forces. Doubling down. They're going to block the door right in the face. And 2 quick headshots coming through from Turtle and Meyer to close it out.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at the mini-map, the little silhouettes, Barton and Urbano clearing out Secret whilst all this is going on. This is really nice, little control outside. 30 seconds, Bounty Hunters. Let's go.
2 HEs. I think they're going to be gifted with the fact that there is no one on this B side. Otherwise, this round is way more up in the air. This is a huge opportunity right now. They still have to plant the bomb, though, and now the rotation's starting to formulate because of that out-of-yard control. It is a tricky bomb plant. Trying to find safety, and it is so condensed right now that when that first kill tumbles over, it's going to be hard to hold on. All the base is covered by Turtle, but elevated angle from Freak. He takes fights further, running out of ammo though. It's up to Zoc, and he can't find anything else. A little wall of smokes being put together. Turtle threads in a nice kill into Jota as well towards that outer yard. Spraying that down through range here, and Zoc is able to sneak his way off the back of that wall of smokes. Finds a follow-up frag. They continue to bombard this outer yard with utility. Trying to allow Zoc to find further damage. And keeping the attention of SHC out of Squeaky and towards that outer yard as well. What do you do from this point here? You've got this decent control rate now towards Trophy, and a quick rotation could come through, but the bomb being dropped, and now a slow crawl out of Squeaky once again. Opposite at the helm of this defense, and a fantastic trade rolling out. Positions were way too strong, and back of the side, SHC needs to find a big-time multi-kill. He does so. Zoc's still not in a position to succeed, and they still have this flank coming through there, waited for by Kaiser. The patience ends up paying dividends. Now it's up to SHC to complete the hold here with a 3 or 4K now. Just found one with the HE. Zoc showing his position. Headshot lands, and he eventually closes it out this time around. A second opportunity in the clutch, and this time successful. Smoke for the molly. Actually, no, they just run right through the fire and the flames for a chance at that pick. Kaiser being the tip of the spear here is such a promise, but Freak's the actual Player to find the opening pick and trying to sneak down into the vents. A chance to find a follow-up frag onto Levi. Missed out on, but enough damage done. The op stuck in the vents right now. Not ideal positioning, especially with the advantages here. Spotting on another player, Barton leaving his post, trying to recover this round.
This is a little bit of a difficult one. Urbano will at least find Turtle. Oh, and he follows Zog through. Okay, completely fine. And then Levi rotating down is able to catch Zog. So Urbano has won this round single-handedly. For DSG, Kaiser is dead to Barton in a matter of moments. Even though we knew he was there, Kaiser still got a jump scare.
Gonna thread in a bit of success with his AWP, like he did in that last one. Another start into Secret for him. Sometimes create some difficulties here, making it out Secret, but there's Freak again with another opener. Back-to-back rounds with the first kill here. SHZ on the site and traded out with a quickness. Freak follows it up. The op transitioning in. Great frag coming through from Levi. Trying to be the hero, though. Pushing past the smoke is a challenge. And it's eventually going to keep him at bay for now. Delaying that bomb plant just a little while longer in the 2v2 is a good sign. They're going to join forces off the back of that delay.
Okay. That's the big issue here, so you got to move quite quickly. Kaiser's playing anti to this potential Heaven Flash. Set up by Barton. Mayan fall blind by it, but you're trying to set up the AWPer, and that makes it really difficult. And Mayan, it doesn't matter. He's able to just shake the flash off, hold the spray transfer, get both of these kills, and as I said...
Just doesn't stop at one either. Lobby control fully taken. But that, I love the reaction for Bounty Hunters, speeding it up down towards the slower side. They're going to beat the vent rotate by a mile. But they won't beat the ramp rotate. That'll be still put into question right now. I like the idea of pausing as well for Bounty Hunters. We need to rush on into this round here. You've already manipulated the defense so effectively. They'll leave one to keep the map control, keep the space, but they're going to be rewarded here by this fake that's being sold out. Sock slamming the door in their face, and still back here from Urbano. Might be able to put something into question, but dodging effectively is Zoc. Fights on all these fronts right now. Looking for follow-ups, running out of ammo. There's two players too far out of position.
Yeah, grab the guns. SHZ can save this. Where did Urbano get that kill, right? So towards lobby, so I don't think you'll be able to scoop that AK if you're Jota. How nice for them that they will play every single team in the group, and they ran it really close against Red Canids, but the only team that they lost to potentially will be Red Canids.
Without a doubt.
Barton holding for this? Looks like it. Yeah, he is, but it's just the wide swing. That's just CS2 movement at its finest. Kaiser, who's had a really slow start to this map, but he makes things happen. Look at the fate. Levy's actually holding for it, and the rotations, they think they're dropping down ramp. That was the chance, but it hasn't happened. Freak has found a double kill in the meantime. Now you know that both these players were here. Freak is doing absolutely everything. That one tap is despicable, and that puts the icing on the cake, you feel.
As they completely, again, just manipulate that map so effectively. Get Freak activated late in that round. 4 kills, and now they speed it up. They're looking to drive the nail on in. And this is the way to do it. Quick motion on into this A-side play, but it's dominated by Urbano. Another huge multi-kill to change the tides. All right, well, that's a huge shutdown. Full house in between Jota and Urbano.
Seeing outside is clear. Bounty Hunters looking to fake out A whilst going ramp, and it's worked. They've got a lot of space here. Barton is still holding at the back of ramp, though. And he's not going to be overwhelmed. This will be that 4th round.
Got a way to finish here. Freak still in the picture, though. Looking to make some heroics happen. Barton giving him an angle right there. And the op close by. A 1v4 in the mix for Freak. He's threatening it even further. Lining up the smoke spam. That was way too close. Reading into where Jota's coming through. The reload off here. Jota, oh my goodness. Gives him an isolated fight, but wins it importantly. I am too. I mean, the fact that obviously puts up a monster half, but the way that he did it as well, opening picks, closing out clutches, just shows the different capabilities of his game right now. It has been one hell of a day for him. Dual Berettas though for Kaiser, setting the tone for the second half. Opening pick there leads to a bit of a weakness on this A side. The Dual Berettas not as successful from Turtle, but still claims his kill. And the whole rotate, the whole squad is ready to defend that A side. I don't know how they got there so quickly, but everyone involved in that pistol for Bounty Hunters.
Alright, we got for DSG. This needs to be a limited utility, and there's that AWP striking immediately. Has a peek round back red before the smokes are up. And it's just salt in the wound right now for DSG. They cannot do a thing, and Bounty Hunters are on the ascendancy.
They got more backup on the CT side. There is silence on the server. Molly met by this aggression, so it's separating this attack down the vents for at least one. Bono able to sneak it down, but that's not the bomb here with him. Said it's separated.
Oh, no.
Levi will be able to join forces, actually make it down the vents here. Some traction into this B site. Oh, of course, she just gets cut off. Freak just manages to toss the bomb on the floor and completely spoil this round here. Kaiser with the kill to complete it. And it doesn't really lift off much from that point.
That was the highlight of the round, which is just really upsetting, to be honest. Like, it's really unfortunate for DSG, but I mean, Freak is just playing lights out. Kaiser with the openings. A rush out A, a rush of blood to the head for Barton. He's trying to allow space. This is so weird. There's a traffic jam in the vents, and
Okay.
Levi has got a jump kill with the Tech 9. Joss has got rid of Mayan. They have B.
Have B. Maybe
All
this
right.
is just what they need. Joda catches another one
save.
flying down the vents, and see what the game plan is right now. That's a up close and personal battle right there, and a big
wow.
headshot coming through there. Zoc keeping this round alive. Dual Beretta's whipped out, but there's coverage from Control. They're trying to unify their effort, but they can't quite track where each player is playing. Joda coming through with the lineup to close it out, saving the day in a 1v2, punishing the Dual Berettas that were pulled out right there. Cool to get back into this. Now, they've got to complete the mission here. It's a leg shot onto Kaiser, but Kaiser's the one that finishes the job. Able to land the adjustment on a boosted up Levi. That's the op to the floor, and they still have no idea that there's a player deep out of yard. Even if it doesn't come his way, even if there's no utility, the information that no one is pushed in towards this out of yard is going to be so valuable.
Next question
There
is,
will
when
be
does
someone.
Zoc...
Will he get overlooked?
Does Zoc go on the timing? Yeah, no, he gets overlooked. Really important. That will force this play into ramp now, which means you're going into Freak. Kaiser rotates over timing. Oh, that timing. No one sees anyone. In fact, I think Barton did spot Freak. He comes back for him. Incredible little adjustment. Zoc finds one more. This is still a 3-on-2. This is still the player advantage here. And round the corner goes Turtle. Oh, Turtle just destroys them.
Oh man, Turtle just quick on the rotate. But, you know, I guess you're up so much. Have some fun with it. Try a cheeky reposition. Execution into the A-side stack. We'll see how this goes. Lots of utility, lots of mollies, but not a lot of ground being gained. It's a complete mowdown here. A perfect storybook ending to what was a phenomenal map of Nuke here for Bounty Hunters, as they will be able to put it done into here. A great showing coming through from a team that missed out on their opportunities yesterday, but captures it today.